Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise in support of ACR 9. Who can be against this resolution? Who can be for human trafficking? Unfortunately, I think that there's a massive disconnect between rhetoric and policy. And I urge my colleagues, and I take you at your word that you're sincerely interested in combating human trafficking. I urge all of you to examine the policies of the state of California that contribute to human trafficking. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You cannot talk about ending human trafficking if you don't talk about securing the US border. There's a reason why California has such a significant crisis with human trafficking, why it's off the charts in our state compared to other states, is because we in California have policies that aid and abet the human traffickers. And that's on our shoulders. That's in this body, this institution that has an obligation to do better for these victims. And so yes, we're all going to support this wonderful resolution with lofty language. We're all going to beat our chests and say we're against those awful, evil human traffickers. But I would encourage all of us on every single committee, in every single office, in every single district, to look at California state law, policies, regulations that help human traffickers inflict damage on these victims. I urge you to come down to my district, to Assemblymember Alvarez's district, the border districts, to Assemblymember Gonzalez's district. I will help arrange a ride-along with a Border Patrol unit. I want you to hear firsthand what the men and women of Border Patrol witness every day and what eats at their soul, encountering young girls and boys who are being trafficked, whose identity is unknown. This body should probably pass a resolution calling on the Trump administration to allow for DNA testing of minors at the border so that we can protect them. I urge you to look at the percentage of sex workers in Southern California that are illegal immigrants. No one chooses to be trafficked. There are many people who are manipulated into it, yes. But a disproportionate number are trafficked because they can't afford to pay the coyotes the $7,000 or $8,000 to come across the border illegally. How can we talk about ending human trafficking if this body doesn't talk about securing the border? I welcome President Trump's executive orders this week dealing with border security. It's not enough. We have a lot more to do. A lot of those policies could be enacted here. But recognize this body is going to be taking up in the next several weeks, according to the leaders, according to our governor, funding for lawyers to make it harder for the president to combat human trafficking. Let that sink in a moment as you vote on this resolution. Again, I take all of you at your word. I believe everyone in this body is sincerely interested in combating human trafficking. But it's not enough to vote for an honorary resolution. The victims deserve more than resolutions. They deserve reality. And only this body can make an impact on reality. Thank you.